Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading for July 2022. Today is the 29th of June. So, really, the reading goes from today through the end of July, but that's just semantics. Now, I have something to share with you, Leo. Before we get to the cards, let's just set these aside. I have a vision to share with you. And it's really amazing. So I'm going to use words like I, me, my, first person pronouns, but put yourself in this vision because this is for you. So I was swimming through the depths of the ocean. I was swimming through a school of fish. That's kind of where I awakened in this scene. I was swimming deep down into the depths of the ocean. And I was on a mission, a very particular mission. I was looking for a treasure chest that I knew was rightfully mine, and I knew it was somewhere, and I knew I was close. I could feel it. I could feel that I was getting close to it, and then I saw it. And that excitement bubbled up within me, my treasure, and I swam faster and faster to get to it, and the second I got to it, I woke up. And I realized it was just a dream. So the next day, I went into a deep state of meditation because I'm like, I got to get back there. I got to get to that treasure. This is the most important thing in my life. And I was having trouble accessing that. I knew how important it was. I knew I had to get to that treasure. I knew that once I got to that treasure, everything else would begin to make sense. Everything else would line up and I would have what I needed. It was so important to me, and I kept trying to access it, and every single time I did, it was like the second I saw the treasure chest, a distraction came. I got a text, or somebody walked into the room, and it could even be 10 of cups sort of distraction. It could be people that you do love and you do care about, but there's just a lot going on, you know? And that's kind of the vibe. It wasn't necessarily negative. It was just like so much was going on. So many people were around. I couldn't focus no matter how hard I tried. I kept trying to go into meditation. And finally, I had to take drastic measures. And take this as you will. This is the imagery that I saw, Leo. I saw myself going through a set of doors. I went through one door. This could symbolize boundaries. This could, whatever it symbolizes for you, just take it as you will. I went through one door and I locked it. I walked through another door, locked it. Another door, locked it. Another door, locked it. And I went through 10 different doors, a series of 10 doors, and locked all those doors, got through the other side, went into this dark room behind the 10th door. 10 different doors I went through. So this was deep, right, Leo? When I got into that final door, that 10th door, which could even symbolize like the 10 of swords, for example, the 10 of cups, the 10 of one of the 10s, which is the end of the end, right? Sat down, and as I was looking through the keyhole of the door, the room was black, but there was a little shadow coming through the keyhole of that door, and I could see somebody moving out there. It was either like a guard or just a person, and I held my breath because I didn't want anybody to distract me. I was going to get to this treasure at all costs, right, Leo? But as I looked through the keyhole, I had a revelation. And I'm going to bring out a card from the Wild Unknown deck. This Hierophant card perfectly demonstrates it. And I learned about this card from Nicholas Ashbaugh. I look up to him so much. He's an intuitive here on YouTube. Look him up. Nicholas Ashbaugh. He taught me this about this Hierophant card. That this Hierophant is holding a skeleton key. And this key can open up any door, right? As I was looking through the keyhole in the vision, I realized, wait, I just went through 10 different doors and locked them all with this one key? I have the key. I had an epiphany. It was like, it was like this thunder, this bolt here. This thunderbolt. It's like I had the epiphany. I had the revelation. I have the key. And I took this key and I put it to my chest. And I turned it. And as I opened it's like I unlocked my heart. And as I unlocked my heart, all of the treasure just spilled out all over the floor. The gold and silver coins, the pearls, the gems, the jewelry. It was all there. And it was there all along, Leo. And that's the point of the vision. The treasure is within you. You have the universal key. You already have the key. You don't have to look for it. It's within you. And that's what the vision was all about. So let's get to your reading. July 2022 for Leo. July 2022 for Leo. The Chariot. And that just wanted to pop right out. Let's move this candle back a little bit. This Chariot card, wow. Forward motion, but also a victory in that motion. The second you got that treasure, the second you understood that you had the key to all this, you were off. You were off like a racehorse, flooding out of that, that's very strange. I was going to say flooding out of that cocoon, which doesn't make any sense, but that's I'm mixing analogies. It's like a horse leaving that pen to go out into the race, right? But then it's also like a butterfly emerging out of a cocoon here. The Chariot, of course, shows forward motion, but it also shows victory in wherever this guy's going, okay? For Leo. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about magic. The Queen of Wands is authentically herself. So this is the advice from the cards. Go forward boldly. You will be victorious. And go out blazing as yourself, your authentic self. Do not hide yourself. Do not transform yourself. Do not adapt to your environment. The Queen of Wands does not fit in. The Queen of Wands is the star of a show. Everybody turns and looks at the Queen of Wands. A lot of the time when I think about the Queen of Wands card, I always picture like sequins. Like when the Queen of Wands enters a room, she enters a room. You know what I'm saying? People notice her, and people might even think she's weird. People might even think that she's controversial. Oh well, the Queen of Wands doesn't care. The Queen of Wands invites that sort of response. She elicits that response, I should say. She understands that about herself. She understands that she elicits that response, and she just you know, she kind of feeds into it because she knows she's going to get it anyway, so she just uses it to her advantage. So it's about going forward boldly. You will be victorious, but it's a very important added element here. It's like you will be victorious, but there's an asterisk here. Be yourself. Queen of Wands, which is Leo energy. Be who you are. Don't hide, don't cloak yourself. I don't usually see this card as a card of cloaking yourself, but it's like, you know, I remember this one episode of that show Spot. Do you remember that show? Spot, the little yellow dog cartoon. And there was one episode where there was a lion that was playing hide and seek with Spot. And the lion covered his eyes. And he said, if I can't see you, you can't see me. So it's kind of like that. It's like you're closing your eyes and you're wrapping yourself up. And you're like, if I can't see myself, then they can't see me. But yes, they can. This is how they're seeing you. So don't come out of the gate blasting forward like this. Come out like this. Be yourself. With the Knight of Wands here. Go forward blazing with the Eight of Wands and the King of Wands. That's a lot of fire energy coming through, Leo. I wouldn't expect anything less. For Leo. Month of July 2022. 10 Ten of Wands. With the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords and the Empress. All right, we got a lot going on. Now, this is about you are coming to the end of a burden that you've been carrying. There's something you've been carrying that you're about to release, and I do believe it has something to do with this Queen of Wands energy here. I believe that as you come out as yourself here, as the Queen of Wands, you will be able to, maybe even for the first time ever, release this weight that you have been carrying. You know how people say, oh, it's like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. That's what this card is about. And just intuitively looking at these cards here, I don't feel like this was a burden that was like worth carrying. It's like a false burden. It's like you're carrying something that wasn't even yours. You know, you're carrying something that it's, you can let it go now, is what I'm hearing on this card. It's time to let it go. It's time. It's finally time. It's okay. It's okay to be yourself now. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore. And that's in any particular area, that however it applies to you, Leo, but that's what I'm hearing. You were carrying some sort of burden that was just, it was unjust, is what I'm hearing. You felt like you had to hide yourself. You felt Eight of Swords. And look, there's the Five of Swords. There's a reason you felt this way. Every time you tried to come out as yourself, you were fought. It's like contentions broke out around you being you. And now we have the Queen of Cups looking right at the Ten of Wands. It's like the Queen of Cups is saying, it's okay, honey. Go with your heart. Go with how you feel. This has been a burden for you. It's okay. It's okay, Leo, to finally drop this burden, to finally let this go. Imagine how light your life will be once you lay all these burdens down. Imagine how free you'll feel. You'll have so much energy now to do all the things that you want to do. Who cares what they think? You're the star. The Queen of Wands is usually emanating star energy here. And that's why you've always been fought. And you thought it was just because you weren't good enough, or you weren't doing the right thing, or you know, there is something off about you, something weird, something different. Yes, that's the Queen of Wands. She understands that she's quote unquote weird. She's quote unquote different. Isn't the star always a little weird, a little different? It's Aquarius energy. You know? That's the beauty. That's the beauty of who you are. Let go of that false burden bearing. That it's like, I have to hide myself. See how, and I never really thought about this until today. See how you can't see his face here. All you see is the burden he carries. And think, oh, bless his heart. Just look at this guy, just living another day, just carrying his burdens again and again. Oh, how many does he have? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, 10. Woof. Wouldn't want to be him. When in reality, this is you. This is you. This is you. That's why we have the Queen of Cups here encouraging you to say, and saying, looking right at this burden and saying, it's okay, honey. It's time. That could even be your ancestors. Because saying that how I said it, like, it's okay, honey. And I never even met her, but my great grandmother I never met her, but I heard a lot of stories about her, and she always would say honey. Sometimes I feel like she comes into the readings, and I feel like it's like her saying, it makes sense to me. That's why I'm sharing it. It's like her saying, it's all right, honey. You can let those go now. It's time to shine. Showtime. That's what I'm hearing. Showtime. Remember, the treasure is within you, Leo. The treasure is within you. So don't hide the treasure. The justice is here to balance the scales and to bring the truth with this Ace of Swords that the Justice card holds. The truth will be revealed in due time. Balance will be restored. Justice will prevail, right? But for now, the Queen of Cups is saying, drop your burdens and shine. Be yourself. You will be victorious as you go into this new powerful direction of seeing yourself as the treasure. You are the treasure. You are the treasure you've been looking for. You hold the key, the universal key. You hold the key, the universal key. Three of Cups. How beautiful. And as you embrace this cup energy here, as you embrace your heart and your feelings and how you really have felt, it will attract all of these beautiful connections to support you. What did I say about the Justice card? The truth will be revealed here and things will come into balance. If you've been lonely, Leo, if you've been lacking community, you've been lacking support, we had that Five of Swords, you've been feeling like you don't have people to understand you, right? In the way that you want to be understood. They're coming in because you're deciding to be authentic here and to go forth boldly. It's attracting these people. I just keep seeing it's like, when bugs are like attracted to something sweet, like nectar. It's like they're all coming towards you because they're attracted. They're attracted to you. They're attracted to what you're emanating. Your authenticity. Your spunk, your flame, your passion, your heart. You have plenty of experience here to share. You have more than enough knowledge. Don't self-sabotage here with the Tower. Just let it unfold. Just follow your authentic path and the rest will show up as you go. It's like the road appears as you take the steps. The road maybe didn't even exist before you took the steps. Believe it or not. You may be the paver. You may be the pioneer. You may be the one who creates the new path. King of Swords. Now we have another guy here, another energy. So we have this Queen of Wands, feminine fire. We have this Queen of Cups. And you could be male, female, non-binary, however you identify. This is the energy. This is the feminine energy of the cups and the wands. And now we have a more masculine energy of the King of Swords. And I think that comes in with that Justice card. It's like, now you have a plan, right? Or another way to see this is you have somebody coming in for you with a sword of truth, a defender. This is like a lawyer or somebody who has your back, a teacher, a mentor, somebody who can help you. But as I'm seeing this, and look, we also have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. But what I'm seeing this as is there is some sort of plan in place here that is causing the victory. Like these two cards here connect. The King of Swords and the Chariot. These cards in the middle are kind of the process, you know, becoming authentic, releasing your burdens, caring about your feelings, maybe even documenting those feelings, because I'm suddenly seeing these as pens right now. That's what will attract the community that you've been desiring. But these two cards here, this is victory, forward motion, and success, and this is a guy with a plan, right? This isn't just throwing caution to the wind. This is, you have possibly 10 years of experience on something, Leo. And this King of Swords energy is here to just prove that, to show that you are more than able to present whatever you want to present to the world here. Okay? Now, final words for Leo. Final words. Let's get a couple cards to close this out. And as I say close this out, look, there's the World. You are closing out a big cycle of burdens. You know that song, Beast of Burden? I don't know what the song is, but it's that song about beast of burden, and that's like a beast of burden right there. You've been carrying the burdens of others, their expectations, what they've placed on you. It's like you're wearing a costume that you didn't want to wear, and that caused you to live in a space of burdens, and you're coming out of that. You're evolving out of that. And with that, you're going to do some amazing things. So, what are those amazing things for Leo? What are those amazing things? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. With the Nine of Swords. You know what I'm seeing this as? And it's very interesting. I'm seeing her, once again, I'm seeing this as a pen. And it's like I'm seeing her sign something. And it's like, and what does it have to do with this? It's like there's some sort of injustice that you observed in your years of dealing with this in some specific area, niche, people group, perspective, belief system, whatever it may be. You have a lot of experience in it, and I'm seeing this Queen of Swords as somebody who is able. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. It's like you have a legal team, but this could be spiritual. This could be allegory. She's signing off papers that are setting forth like laws almost to prevent the next generation or group of people from going through what you went through with this Nine of Swords here. And this is going to bring forth expansion and movement in a new direction for our society, because we did also have that Justice card, and now we also have the Hermit here, which is a card of wisdom. You have gained a lot of wisdom. This was not for nothing what you went through here. You learned a lot. And I believe that you actually chose to go through this so that you could be the person for the job here. And like I said before, this doesn't have to be literally legal. It could be. Could be. We're dealing with a lot of crazy stuff going on right now in the world, right? But I do believe this is more on a spiritual basis, having to do with the hurting, the broken, the people who have been discounted, you know, the underdogs of society, the people who have been left in these positions. And it's an injustice. It's an injustice, right? And she's signing documents to prevent this from happening anymore, is how I'm hearing it. Wow. And that's that. It's like I'm just hearing like, and that's that. It's final. It's finished. It's over. And now it's like, dang, You're like a force to be reckoned with here. With the Queen and King of Swords here. And this could be a divine partnership as well. You know, this could be a tag team even of justice warriors here. Like real social justice warriors, not the, you know what I'm talking about. I mean the real ones who actually defend the weak and the marginalized, not the ones who post stuff on their Facebook so they can look, trendy. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the real ass motherfuckers here who have been through some shit, and excuse my language, who actually know what they're talking about personally. They have been in the Nine of Swords, and they will defend those who have been there and who are currently there. They will defend. They will defend the Nine of Swords. They will defend this person, these people. And they mean it. And they give their life for it. And it will bring joy to a community here who would have otherwise been trapped in this Nine of Swords, maybe even forever. But because of you and others, it will forge a new path of expansion in whatever field you have become so wise about. And one more message. It will also put you in a very good position where you can take care of yourself. Okay? So there's a little wink from the universe about finances as well. We also have the Page of Pentacles right behind that. The universe will show you and teach you. A lot of yellow here. With this victory, see? There's the yellow, yellow, yellow. Part of this victory is financial as well. But the universe is kind of saying, you already know that. We've talked about that, Leo. We've had communication about this. So you know not to worry, right? That's kind of a side note. So we'll end with that. This is powerful, powerful imagery here. This is the message. You are the treasure. You realize that this burden, maybe it wasn't a burden at all. Maybe it was just a learning experience so that you could offer true expansion, true wisdom in the world without the fluff, without the, the trendy stuff, right? These people are no joke. These people are like lawyers, doctors, people in the legal system, people with ideas. This is like air with the Nine of Swords. I mean, if you want help dealing with the Nine of Swords, you hire these people here. You get them to help you. And that's who we're seeing. These could even be, remember how we talked about ancestors before? These could even be like angelic assistants. Look at this. Assisting you here on your journey. Because we got a lot of people here, right? We got all these guys over here, which tells the story. We got all this community. We got this gal. We got you. We got these people, right? And this could all just be you, right? But I think it's multiple layers here. This could be angelic assistance. This could be literal people coming in to help you fight whatever cause you're fighting, or, however you want to term it. Maybe you don't feel like you're fighting at all. But by the looks of it, with this energy, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, this looks pretty serious. So, and you're going to have victory in all of this. So, be who you are. Be bold in who you are. That's what draws the crowd. That's what draws these people that you're looking to help. Because you're authentic, okay? How do you become authentic? Go with how you feel. What do you feel? And What do you think about your experiences and offer justice for others regarding it? Those who are currently trapped, and through your words and through your actions will be able to be set free, to have a life full of joy because of your many years of wisdom and the burdens that you carried, I believe, for the collective. Okay? So continue your work, Leo. You know, I don't have to tell you that. You know it's not in vain. Just keep moving. Keep moving. All right, I'm going to go over and do your extended Leo on Patreon. If you want to click that link in the top of the description, it will take you over to Patreon, and you can get your extended over there. Much love to you, and I will see you next time. Bye, Leo.